And welcome to my channel. I'm the Angry Simmer, and today's video is a quick tiny house build, at least for me. It's a smaller house. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath Craftsman cottage with a kind of modern remodel on the outside, but the inside still stays pretty cozy and warm. And I actually do use a lot of parenthood and cats and dogs stuff in it, or at least furniture and curtains, things like that. And the idea I had here was that somebody purchased this house when it was run down and remodeled it. They flipped it and they made the outside pretty modern. And while the person who ended up buying it was okay with the way that it looked on the outside and thought it was pretty cool, they ended up deciding that they wanted to bring a little bit more warmth back into this craftsman to just show kind of the love that a craftsman typically has someone think of. So it is not, the backyard and everything isn't very landscape. Ooh, FelixandreSims windows, yay, I was just showing those for a second. But so here's where I kind of decided to stick with this theme of the cats and dogs and parenthood stuff in there. And so I actually even use recolors of parenthood cabinets, I do believe. Yeah, because I don't think cats and dogs came with cabinets, so that's a pretty good indication. But I found this house on Pinterest, and I really liked the windows. They weren't your normal, like you have a cool accent up top. It's just like somebody put in a window for light up there. So I thought that was interesting. And right here, I'm just dealing with the fact, or trying to deal with the fact that there's that white line there for no reason. It didn't show up on any of the other parts of the build as far as the roof line. And so I just moved on, you know. But here I'm just checking out if I wanted to move the house back or if I wanted to stay where it was. I'm still having some issues with my mouse, so we'll just have to go with it for now. You'll see jumps like that every once in a while where it just puts tile in random spots instead of dragging it. I don't know what's going on, but it's weird. And so I did end up cutting a lot in this video, even though it's small. I just had some jumping issues with the game and my mouse, so there might be a little bit more kind of clip look to the video that I don't love for you guys to have to watch, but it's better than watching me struggle with that plant over there for 10 minutes. And I'm not joking on that. 10 minutes of trying to make it perfect. Because I was like, I'll just keep trying because I can always cut this out. Yeah, anyways. There's me going through every tree I had looking for this one that's at the very beginning that I forgot. Whoops. Also, pro tip for people who are building, do not put your trees and shrubbery around the house until you have all your windows in place, because trying to film putting windows and a fence like this in, it just doesn't turn out well for you. So yeah, even there it was kind of a pain in the butt, but I wanted to make this feel kind of private. So it's got the tall privacy fence, and then it's gonna have, which the fence doesn't end up being that private when Sims are in the scale, but anyways, but you know, I put some extra trees in and things like that. I guess it would technically be like a 4-foot fence, and I stole that little bit of brickwork being put down there from Brent and Brant's house in Brindleton Bay, because I finally did what everybody else likes to do, and I stole their house. So yay, and it's really cute. I really enjoyed that house, and I kind of got a little bit of the inspiration to only do a 1-bedroom situation here from that. So and the idea was that when we get into the interior was that the original owners, or the people who flipped it, kept the original tile that ended up in the walls from the 50s. So like there'll be some subway tile in the bathroom, and then I do add it as an accent in the kitchen, which I thought turned out pretty cool. And then of course I think that's a recolor of Spooky. No, that's Vampire's floor. So see, I'm doing kind of Maxis match in this one. Be proud of me. I thought I did pretty good with it, although I'm not quite sure where that bathroom tile falls on the line. But hey, you know, I did my best. Okay, I did my best. You guys know I like a more alpha look, but I really enjoyed how this turned out. It feels really warm and cozy and inviting to me, and like very starter home. And I definitely could see this being something that I would have liked to have bought whenever I was in my early 20s or very late teens, like whenever I dreamed of a house by myself. Because back then I also really wanted to live in a loft, and probably would have ended up, yeah, I had some troubles here. Anyways, but yeah, I probably would have wanted to end up in a house kind of like this once I decided to buy one. Although I have been dreaming of I know this is gonna sound evil, but I have been dreaming about working for BuzzFeed lately, just because. Listen, I know they steal people's content, but they're not stealing content from me, clearly. Every time I watch their videos, it's just the people that work for them are having so much fun and getting to do such creative things. And you know what? The weather sucks here in Missouri right now, so Californian weather sounds real good right about now. Real good. And then, you know, for the days that I don't love the weather or the hot weather, there's BuzzFeed London, there's BuzzFeed New York, like all the choices, all the options. It'd be amazing. And I was just watching the Try Guys. They did the 3 challenge series, and so they went dog sledding in Alaska on this last one that I was watching. And I don't know if you're new here, you don't know this, but if you've been around a little bit, you know that I have 2 husky Malamute mixed babies, and seeing all their dogs mush and having fun and playing and running just warms my heart. And oops, knocked over some nail polish. Anyways, just warms my heart, and I kind of wanted to take. I turned to my husband, who was playing Minecraft next to me while I was recording this and listening to the boys, and I go, I want to go to Alaska and I want to take the dogs with me. He's like, okay, why? And I was like, and I explained how much fun it would be, and I was like, I want a dog sled, and I want to see if Momo would be good at being a lead dog on that, because my female is about 10 pounds heavier than her brother, even though she's several months younger, and because they're, you know, not from the same litter. Never buy from the same litter. It's a horrible idea. But anyways, so my female is about 10 pounds bigger, and she's far more Malamute, which means she's a longer distance runner versus speed, even though she's really fast. Like, my male is far more husky, and he just cannot keep up with her. Even though he's lighter, you'd think that he'd be quicker, but she's got stamina, endurance, and speed, and just such a big, bright personality, and I think she'd have a ton of fun up in Alaska. And of course, every time it snows, they're just happiest little babies in the whole world. So, you know, Mama wants to make sure they're happy. And I've thought about moving away from the heat sometimes just for them, because listen, it doesn't get uncomfortably hot here in Missouri. Like, I'll complain a little bit every once in a while because I do prefer fall and spring, but right now I prefer 95-degree weather because it's cold and it's supposed to be icing today. And listen, I love snow, but ice is not for me. It needs to go back to the, you know, the polar caps where it belongs. But global warming, anyways, yeah. So moral of that story is that I was distracted while building this, and I am a dog mom, and I spoil my dogs, and I would be willing to move to frigid Alaska for them. But I'm not going to, because they love me and they'd be willing to live in Hawaii with Mommy because they're big mama's babies. Which reminds me, I was out this past Thursday, I think. I am so thrown off this week. My days are just all over the place. But anyways, so I was out playing with them, I think Thursday or Friday, and I sat down in the chair that we have on the back porch, and my female just crawled up behind me like she was the cat in the chair and just, you know, was big spooning me and just, you know, crawled all over me and was like licking my face and biting at her brother's snout and being a dog. And I was just like, are we serious now? You're kidding me, right? And she's just like, nope, I'm a lap dog. I'm a puppy. And I'm like, you're 88 pounds. You are not a lap dog. Get off of me. Because she kept like pushing her front paws down into my thigh. And I got her nails clipped recently, but not recently enough that they don't hurt when she just digs trying to get comfortable like she's the cat. Which that doesn't feel good either, because yeah, my cat takes care of her own nails and they're sharp. They hurt. Maybe I should, you know, take her to the vet to get those taken care of, but hers are like, my animals are weird. They never tend to need maintenance for that sort of stuff. They just usually they kind of have, like, you know how people bite their nails? I think my cat bites her nails. So, Anyways, enough about my animals. Let's talk about this build real quick because it's almost over and the screenshots are coming up soon. I did include another fly-through or attempt at fly-through. I think last time Tony told me to slow it down and I don't know if I did. I'm sorry. If it's too fast, let me know so I can slow it down the next one. But I kind of always feel like I need to speed them up. And so I left it in between, I'm pretty sure, on the like regular speed instead of speeding it up. Because I feel, you know, I love watching people's stuff, but I guess when I'm watching through mine, I don't love watching mine go by 7 times because, you know, I have to watch through this several times to edit everything out. Oh, here's where I decided that whoever lived here was a big bookworm, and I wanted to put all this stuff on shelves around her. Oh, and gotta have an umbrella holder. So, anyways, umbrella holder is very important. And cell phones. I was trying to put like a little bit of makeup clutter here, but I kind of still wanted this person to seem fairly organized. Here's me trying to decide on, yep, there we go. I love those shelves. Love them so much. I wanted this to look really cool and like a shelving feature, but it just, that over there was being kind of a turd. So I was like, moving on. I do want to tell you guys real quickly before we get out of here, thank you guys so much for watching. We've got a little bit of steady growth going on with the channel, so it makes me excited. And I'm actually going to start a different channel here soon. I don't know if I'm going to announce it on here because it's not related at all. But, you know, if you find me, subscribe. But if you are new here, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see some more of this. This is probably the least crazy and bouncy I've been in a video. So here's our screenshots, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.